My husband did something today that made me question whether I was still his first choice. It wasn't a dramatic moment, no raised voices, no visible conflict, just something small, something so ordinary that I almost ignored it at first. Later, I was thinking that I shouldn't have ignored it. We were out together, running errands, nothing special, just another shared afternoon. At some point, he stopped to help someone else. Not me. Someone who needed his attention, briefly, casually. He didn't do anything wrong. He was polite, focused, present. And yet, something inside me shifted. A type of storm inside me started. I didn't realize anything at that moment. It wasn't jealousy. Not exactly. It was quieter than that. A subtle awareness. A fleeting thought that passed through me before I could stop it. Am I still the one he chooses first? I hated that the thought even crossed my mind. I told myself it was silly, that love isn't measured by moments like this. But the feeling stayed. As we walked on, I noticed myself paying attention to things I normally wouldn't. The way he spoke, how easily he gave his time, how natural it seemed. And suddenly my mind started comparing, not out of insecurity, or maybe exactly because of it. I wondered if he noticed me standing there, if he realized I'd gone quiet, if he felt the shift, or if it was happening only inside me. I didn't say anything. I didn't want to interrupt the day. I let it happen what was happening. But inside, questions stacked quietly on top of each other. Do long relationships make us invisible sometimes? Does comfort slowly replace attention? Or am I just expecting proof when none is required? I hate how easily love makes himself aware, how quickly you begin checking your place. Not because you don't trust the other person, but because you don't always trust the feeling.
The rest of the day went on normally. Too normally. We talked, laughed, moved through the day as usual, but I felt slightly out of step. Like I was walking beside him while replaying a different moment entirely. I wondered if this was how emotional distance begins. Not with arguments, but with quiet moments that stay unspoken. By the time we were home, the feeling hadn't faded. It hadn't grown either. It just existed, unresolved. I told myself not to bring it up, because what would I even say? You made me feel second for a moment? That sounded unreasonable even in my own head. So I stayed quiet. I kept on noticing and observing things. Later that evening, something changed. Not all at once. Not with a conversation. He noticed. Not my silence, but the way I'd withdrawn slightly. He asked if I was okay. I hesitated, then shook my head. Said I was just tired. He didn't push. But later, when we were alone, he did something small, intentional. He chose me, in a way that felt unmistakable. That moment reset everything, because it reminded me of something important. Love doesn't disappear just because attention shifts briefly. Long relationships aren't built on constant reassurance. They're built on return. On noticing when someone pulls away and choosing them again, quietly. It wasn't that I'd stopped being important. It was that I'd forgotten how deeply I was already chosen. Later, as we sat together, the day slowed down. The time paused. No tension. No explanations. Just closeness. And I felt something settle inside me. A sense of being grounded again. Not because my fear had been disproven, but because it no longer mattered.
I didn't bring it up. I didn't explain the moment from earlier. I just let it pass. Let it go with the time. And I wondered, how many times do we question our place in someone's life without realizing we've never really lost it? If moments like this feel familiar to you, you're welcome to stay here.